Are you planning a Georgia road trip, or are you local and you're just looking for something to do outside? Here's one to put on your list. In just a few hours, you can climb a 63-foot mound, walk along the Etowah River, see an old fishing weir right in the water, explore the grounds, watch the wildlife and pollinator fields, have a picnic, and you can even bring the pup along for the adventure. Join Chris, Ruby Sue, and me as we explore the Etowah Indian Mounds. We started at the visitor center to get a little background before heading outside. Etowah was occupied for more than 500 years, from around 1000 CE to about 1550, with several thousand Native Americans living here during that time. This model gives you a good idea of what the community may have looked like, with homes, a central plaza, and the mounds that are still here today. Etowah was part of a larger Mississippian culture found throughout much of the Southeast, with farming, fishing, and trade all playing a role in their everyday life. The museum also looks a little different today because of repatriation. In 1990, Congress passed the Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Act, or NAGPRA, which created a process for returning Native American ancestors, funerary belongings, sacred objects, and other culturally important items to the affiliated tribes. Georgia DNR has been working with Muskogean-speaking tribes connected to Etowah, while the museum continues to share the story of the people who lived here and how they lived. Once outside, we saw a replicated dwelling that gives you a better idea of what some of the homes here may have looked like. Also nearby is a dugout canoe made using traditional methods, which also ties back to just how important the Etowah River was for food, travel, and trade. And before you even get over to the mounds, there's one more feature that's really easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking at. There's a dip that runs along the edge of the site, and it's over by the bridge that you actually cross, and this was a defensive trench that once helped protect the community. As we crossed over the bridge, we finally made our way out toward the mounds. There are 6 altogether, but the largest one is definitely the one that gets your attention. It rises about 63 feet, and it's believed that the structure on top was used by a community's principal leader. So naturally, I gotta climb it. And once you get to the top, you can really see how everything fits together. The other mounds, the open plaza area, the river, and the surrounding landscapes are all right there in front of you. It gives you a much better sense of just how large this community actually was and how everything was connected. After coming back down, we headed toward the river. There's a shaded trail along the Etowah, and because the water was pretty low that day, we got a really good look at an old fishing weir. If you look closely, it's a V-shaped arrangement of rocks built into the river that helped funnel fish into a smaller area where they could be caught more easily. This is also a nice part of the site to just slow down for a bit, plenty of shade, places to sit, and you can easily bring a lunch and spend some time by the river before heading back. The fields here are mostly native grasses and natural vegetation, but there's still a lot of activity with pollinators everywhere as we were walking through. There were butterflies, moths, and bees passing through the grasses, and we even had several flocks of geese flying overhead pretty much the entire time that we were there. And of course, my little girl has to stop every few feet to sniff and investigate something. There was definitely a lot going on in this little part where you just have to stop, pause, and let your eyes wander before you even just try to walk past it. We were only here for a couple of hours because it is summer and we were concerned about keeping Ruby out in the heat too long, but you can easily spend several hours here if you wanted to. Like I mentioned before, pack a lunch and make a half day or even a full day of it. But here's just a few tips if you're coming during the warmer months. Make sure that you bring plenty of water and definitely bring the mosquito repellent. There are several shaded benches along the river under the tree canopy, and there's also a bunch of picnic tables that are near the visitor center and parking area if you want to stop and have lunch. Before we headed home, Ruby had one request for one more stop to make, so we swung by Dunkin' because, of course, this little girl earned herself a pup cup. Once we got home, it was pretty clear that those 2 hours of exploring caught up to this little lady, because this was Ruby not long afterward. Thank you so much for watching and learning a little more about what we have right here in our own backyard. If you enjoy finding places like this, make sure you subscribe and follow along for more adventures, whether we're close to home or we're halfway across the U.S. Until next time.